Welcome to Second Chance Garage. Okay, we're in my camper because I got this map glued to my tabletop. Alright, so the reason why I'm making this video is just because this is a theory that I have. Okay, so this is Illinois. Alright, well, so far, Tennessee, which is right here, had massive flooding. Arkansas has had huge fires. Kansas is Tornado Alley. I don't know, Wisconsin, last year they got snow by the feet. Kentucky had some flooding, and North Carolina, which you probably can't see, is right over here where you're probably not going to be able to see it. Right next to Tennessee. This tip right here is North Carolina. They had massive fires. Okay. Now, this whole southern states, they've been outrageously hot. Texas has been extremely hot. Let me see if I can move you up here. California, Nevada, Utah, they're hitting world heat waves, and they're saying next year that they're forecasting for, like in Texas, it was 118 degrees one day. I think Nevada and Utah, there were some days out there that was 100 and these two, and they were saying it was 112 or something out there. And in Wisconsin, which you can't see now, last year they were getting snow by the feet. Montana, which is way up here, they were getting snow. They got 12 inches of snow one day, and they got 12 inches of snow one day, and the next day they got 10 inches. So my point is, and then West Virginia, which I can't show you, but it's way over here by the edge of the table where I got the phone clamped. I heard that they got a 1 in 500 year flood. Okay. So my theory is that Illinois, we get snow, but we don't get snow like Wisconsin, Minnesota, even Iowa gets more snow than we do. Which this year will probably be a bad year because we do have our years. And then the whole southern states, all the way up to California, Nevada, all that next year is supposed to go way up. It's supposed to be talking temperatures of 125. So I got a feeling that Illinois is kind of in the middle, and we have winter, and it sucks. I hate winter. I hate snow. But I got a feeling that there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are tired of, they go down there for the nice weather. Well, the nice weather has been rare. Even Florida is getting really hot. So I think there's going to be a bunch of people that originally came from Illinois that's going to be, because right now our taxes and our government is ridiculous here. I mean, it's bull. But I do think that there's going to be a bunch of people down here that's tired of the heat, but they don't want to go up to Minnesota or Wisconsin because it's going to be too cold, and They get way too much snow. They get power outages because of it all the time. They've got Nevada, Utah, Arizona, all going to come up with power shortages and rolling blackouts, even California, because they're getting ready to shut down Lake Mead because it's running out of water. And that's why my theory is there's going to be a lot of people trying to come back to Illinois. We do have jobs. They suck, but I mean, they don't suck, but they're not great paying jobs, but we do have jobs. Everybody's looking for workers right now. And we get tornadoes, but not like Kansas, you know, and South Dakota. And then like all this out here with Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming. I mean, they're so hot that they've got wildfires everywhere. And there's a bunch of people from California running up to Montana right now. And prices in Montana skyrocketed. But in Illinois, if it wasn't for... Let me bring you up here. If it wasn't for the taxes here, because Illinois is broke, absolutely, just totally broke right now. But I think everybody's going to get tired of the wildfires. There's wildfires in Tennessee. They keep saying, oh, well, that flood was 1 in 500 years. Yeah, well, then why does it keep happening? You know, Tennessee, South Carolina had wildfires, you know. So what I'm saying is I think people are going to be coming back to Illinois because they're going to get tired of all the freaking heat. Not to mention they're going to have rolling blackouts between Nevada, Utah, and Arizona because they're not even going to have water out there, you know. So, and then all the people moving up to Montana from California. Come on, people. It snows a lot up there. It's going to be cold up there. They're going to be miserable. No. So, and the land in Missouri is so freaking expensive because a lot of Illinois people are going over to Missouri. But the problem with that is you can't afford to buy any land there anymore. It used to be super cheap, but not anymore. Arkansas, price of land's going up there. I mean, well, everything's going up everywhere, but I'm just saying, I think there's going to be people coming back. They're going to get fed up, and they're going to come back to Illinois. Because, yeah, we have winters, but they're not Wisconsin winters. And we have, you know, and the heat. Yeah, we get heat. We get 95-degree days, you know. But they're not 112 in Texas and the whole southern part of the state, you know, country. So I just got a feeling that eventually, if we could ever get our government, Illinois' government, straightened out, I think people would come back to the state. Right now, people are jumping ship. I mean, they might as well be rats off a sinking ship because I can't even remember. I'd have to Google it now, how many hundreds of thousands of people that we lost in the last 5 years. Everybody's getting out because taxes are too high. Well, Illinois is broke because of mishandling everything. So if we could ever get that under control, I think people would come back to Illinois just for the climate itself. But right now they won't come back because of the taxes and the license plate fees. And I mean, they're bleeding us dry, you know, but it's just the way it is. It's just my opinion. You know, because people down south are going to get tired of burning up, you know, between the wildfires and the heat. And, you know, like I said, Utah, Nevada, and all of them running out of water. They're going to have Lake Mead won't be able to generate any power, so they'll be having rolling blackouts. People are going to get tired of that crap. And they might actually think about moving back to Illinois if Illinois could pull their head out of their butts and figure out a way to not just tax everybody to death. That's just the way I see it. You know? So I can see why everybody's leaving, because I would think about leaving too at a later time, because right now I got family here, so I can't. But I had considered leaving too, but the reason why I can't, because like I said, family. But I don't even know where I'd want to go, because I wouldn't want to go. Normally I'd go south, but you know, I don't want to live in a frying pan, you know, and I sure ain't going no place where there ain't no power or no water. You know, I mean, even the wells are going dry out there. So, I mean, and then Montana, North Dakota, Minnesota, South Dakota, all of them, you know, they're going to be buried in snow this winter. Wisconsin, Michigan, all of them are going to be buried in snow. So, I mean, another good option would be Indiana. They got jobs over there, you know, and their taxes ain't ridiculous like Illinois is. So, I mean, but I think if we could, get it figured out and get some decent government in here and cut back on the taxes, just killing us, I think Illinois could have a possibility of coming back. But of course, a lot of people are blaming on Chicago. Well, I'm not gonna sit here and say, yeah, Chicago, you know. Sure, any major city, like there's so many people in Chicago that the whole rest of the downstate can vote one way and Chicago can vote the other way, and Chicago is going to win. But that's not necessarily Chicago's fault. It's just the way it is. There's more people that live in Chicago than there is downstaters. It's just the way it is. I mean, it's not Chicago's fault. They feel the way they feel about stuff, and they're they're entitled to their opinion, you know. But the downstaters, well, we all feel differently, but there's more of them than us, so it is what it is, you know. So anyway, like I said, I'm not putting down anybody that lives in Chicago, because that's great if that's what they want to do, you know. And some of them feel the same way that we do. But there's more of them than us, and they're the ones that basically decide what happens in Illinois, because there's just so many of them. So many people live there. It is what it is. It's not a bad thing, you know. I mean, I mean, but I'm not one of them downstaters who's going to badmouth Chicago because, you know, they're making the wrong decision and all that. I'm not doing that. They're entitled to their opinion just like everybody else. But if my whole gist of making this video is to say that Illinois could come back if they would get a decent person in here running this state, I think there's a possibility it could come back. But right now, the way it sets, it's just spiraling downhill. And it's not going to get any better until you can get somebody in here that's going to want to actually do what needs to be done. And the number one thing they need to do is lower taxes. It's just, I mean, like we're buying a license plate sticker. $150 a year. My property taxes is going up. Everything's going up, you know, and it's unsustainable. That's why everybody's leaving Illinois. I mean, I think they would stay, a lot of them would stay if it wasn't so bad on taxes. But the way things are, it is what it is. Now, this is just my opinion. Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody's got one, you know. It don't mean that my opinion's any more different, any more important than anybody else's, you know. But I thought I would shoot this video, see what you guys think, you know. So anyway, Second Chance Garage, hang in there. It'll all get better or worse, whatever. It's going to do whatever it wants to do. So anyway, Second Chance Garage, Uncle Russell out.